Why does the Israeli-Palestinian conflict attract so much global attention? The Israeli-Palestinian conflict draws significant global attention, far more than one might expect compared to other conflicts around the world in the past decades. For example, consider the Syrian civil war, which in the past decade resulted in almost 1 million brutal deaths at the hands of the Alawite regime and its allies in Moscow and Tehran, 15 million displaced people, and countless injured, figures far exceeding those in Gaza. Yet the world's reaction to Syria was notably muted, with few protests filling European squares or American campuses. Similarly, recent years have seen severe violence in Sudan's Darfur region and in Ukraine, where Russia continues its barbaric bombings, annihilating a generation of young Ukrainian men and women while attempting to seize a neighboring state solely out of one man in the Kremlin, paranoid and with thirst for more power. Why then does the Israeli-Palestinian conflict command such disproportionate attention? Several unique factors might come into play here. 1. A compelling story sells. The Middle East has long captivated the world's focus due to its historical and religious significance. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is steeped in emotional resonance for both Christian and Muslim-majority nations, rooted in religious indoctrination from childhood. This emotional connection amplifies the global response. 2. The role of the Muslim diaspora. The Middle East has a large Muslim population, and sizable diaspora communities in Western countries often bring with them the anti-Israel narratives perpetuated by their home countries. Even after generations in the West, this constructed hostility toward Israel continues to shape discourse. 3. Media saturation. Gaza may be the most densely covered conflict zone in terms of journalists and cameras. Every event, every moment of suffering is broadcasted to global audiences, amplified by heart-wrenching images of children affected by war. This media exposure, often supported by networks like Al Jazeera, an outlet owned by Qatar's Muslim Brotherhood, keeps the Gaza conflict front and center in public discourse. Imagine similar visual coverage from Syria, Yemen, or Sudan. The narrative might shift dramatically. 4. Campus protests and ideological frameworks. Protests on university campuses, fueled by young activists' self-righteousness and herd mentality, amplify the conflict's visibility. These protests often apply post-colonial theories popular in Western academia that oversimplify the conflict as a binary struggle between oppressors and oppressed. This lens fails to capture the complexities of the region, especially after brutal events like October 7th, which exposed the Hobbesian reality of extremism in the Middle East, only for the narrative to revert to familiar tropes of strong versus weak shortly afterward. Overall, and I say this with a lot of disappointment in humanity's moral judgment, it's simply a good story. It's emotional for many people around the world and easy to digest, thanks to years of carefully crafted propaganda from both Israeli and Palestinian sides. Everyone is fighting for your attention, dear Western viewer. They're fighting for your energy, to pull you to their side in this modern battlefield. The war of public opinion. The goal? To influence Western politicians and governments, using your voice as leverage to pressure them into taking sides. And dear Western viewer, whether you realize it or not, you're already a participant in this war, on its less familiar battlefields. Did I miss something in this video? Probably. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please share thoughtful, well-reasoned arguments, not empty slogans. Your contributions can help enrich the conversation and add valuable perspectives to this ongoing debate. See you in the next time.